What's going on, everybody? Dark Hour 717 here, and I am in New Babbage on Microtech. It's going to be the final installment for our Cities of Stanton series for all our new citizens and players out there from the Free Fly event. And we're going to check out all the locations here, garages, shops, bar, all of that, so you know where you're going, how to get there, and how to overall navigate being in this area. There's going to be a lot of great information in here, and I hope you find it useful and it helps you get comfortable with all the locations throughout the verse so that you can really enjoy the game and love it as much as we do in Amarok's Fang. Before we get started, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Also follow on Twitch, and don't forget we are having our giveaway this month of the Drake Cutlass Black with the Greycat ROC combination. It's going to be a great prize for a winner. We're going to award that on April 1st, and it can definitely make some AUEC for you. We use it all the time. So we're going to get started here, and we're going to leave the spaceport. We're in one of the hangars here. They kind of gave me an oversized hangar for my Harbinger. But sometimes that happens if all the hangars are full. So we're going to head down and get started. Okay, so when you come into New Babbage, you'll see Aspire Grand right there in front of you, the large tower with the opening in the center. You can follow the train tracks through the city and over to where the spaceport is. You'll see the station right there on the right. Sometimes they'll bring you in right over the station, other times you gotta fly over the entire city. And you'll just make your way down here. There's vertical as well as horizontal hangars. Alright, so here we are in the main spaceport. This is where you're going to come in if you're coming in from the hangars. And there's a lot here in just this hub alone. Right behind me here, this is Avina. She's the AI of New Babbage. You can actually interact on her, ask her questions. I think she even tells a joke, but, well, she's not that funny. So, do that at your own risk. But overall, in this area here, you have quite a few things you can do. Over here, we have the ASOPs, where the hangars come out to, or where you'll go up to the hangars if you're leaving the port. And over here, we have the rental location for Regal Rentals. And they have a variety of ships that you can rent here for 1, 3, or 7 days. And I think you can even go up to as much as 30. Also, that one stand over there, that is a Pico stand. Only place in the verse where you can get your own commemorative Pico, which is the mascot of New Babbage and Microtech. And he makes a hell of a good co-pilot. And he's pretty quiet, so he doesn't tell you how to do things. But we all love Pico. And up here behind me, we actually have the surface entrance, which leads to the large garage right below the spaceport, where you can spawn in any of the vehicles that you need to for ground use. And then up here on the other side, that is going to be the commercial Starliner port where commercial flights can go in and out of. And right now, still not an active gameplay loop. They have not brought in the Starliner yet, so not anything you can really do there. Now, right here directly in front of us, just behind the information desk, we have the entryway into the underground tram that will take us into New Babbage itself. Alright, so we're going to head down that passageway there and head to the tram and go into the city, and we're going to check everything out there. So let's get going. Alright, so here we are at the tram station, or the Metro Loop. And as you can see by these signs here on either side of me, we can go two different directions. This is very much like the other ports where everything is one big loop. So if you go to the Commons, you can go from the Commons to Aspire Grand, from Aspire Grand over to here, do the hokey pokey, turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. So what we're going to do first is we're going to go hit Aspire Grand so that you can see where the hab is, and then from there we'll proceed to the Commons. I can't believe I just did the hokey pokey. All right. So here we are at Aspire Grand. This is where if you wake up on New Babbage that you're going to wake up. It's 11 floors of luxury apartments with little teeny tiny windows. So when you wake up here, you're going to come down here and you'll exit through the elevators in this lobby. And there's really only one way to go. It's actually pretty boring here. There's nothing really check out or anything, but it's a gorgeous architecture and really cool looking. But all you're going to do is come out of the elevators and then proceed down the stairs back towards the tram station where we came. So this is where you're going to wake up, and we'll leave here and we'll head to the Commons. And as you can see here, this Metro Loop station is set up just the same as the one at the Spaceport. You can go one of two directions. You can either continue on the loop going to the Commons, or you can head back to the Spaceport. And the 2950 Expo was here, which brought the Tobin Expo Center, which currently is no longer accessible, but hopefully it'll get used for something like Fleet Week or Invictus, because it was a really nice convention hall and really well set up, and it was actually very fun to walk around in there. But we're going to head over to the Commons and we'll start checking out all the shops. Welcome to the Commons. So this is the hub of everything that's going on around in New Babbage. You got some new age people doing some yoga. I guess you can join in on those mats if you really want to. Danger, keep your clothes on. But you can join that. There's also a jogging track around the outside area of the little grass here. And then around the outside are a number of different shops where you can get food and beverages to rehydrate or replenish your stamina and continue on your day's business. On each side of the track, right behind me where you see that T12, there are staircases going down to the Metro Loop, and that will get you back to the tram. So we'll take a look around here and see what else is in here. Alright, so you can see that you got a sandwich shop here behind me, and people will run you over in here. I don't know why they're such fitness buffs. We've got another little restaurant there that you can get some stuff from, and this basically just goes in a whole loop around the Commons. And of course there's Avina. I'm warning you, don't ask her to tell you a joke, it's bad. So New Babbage is split up to two different sections. You have New Babbage Plaza and what they call the Promenade. The Promenade is where you find things like Wally's Bar and some other things out there, and we're going to check that out. And we're going to check out the Plaza. So we'll go this way into the Promenade. So I wanted to show off this feature because it's the first time I've seen it on any of these planets. There are bathrooms. Not that we can go in there, but apparently the people of New Babbage poop. Nowhere else do they do that. But here they have to have restrooms. So this is unique to New Babbage alone, because I have not seen a bathroom anywhere outside of my ship elsewhere in the verse. Not sure why. Doesn't seem right. They must go through a lot of diapers. Alright, let's go to the promenade. So we're here on the promenade now, and as you can see as you enter, to your left you have one pathway that goes around. There's another pathway to the right which takes you up to Whammy Burger, which we'll see shortly. But if you go to the left here, there's a clothing apparel shop and a Auec, which I'm not quite sure what Auec is, but we'll check that out. And I think it might be a restaurant. Down in the center is Wally's bar, which we'll see. There's a couple of dance floors, and you can get a few drinks there from the bartenders if they decide they'll serve somebody. They don't like serving people. I don't know if it's just a worker strike thing or if it's just they're lazy. I don't know, but trying to get a drink in this place is near impossible. Here we are in the apparel shop. It's just up the stairs and to the left, and this is where you get some very unique, definitely New Babbage exclusive clothing. The clothing actually has motion to it, which is very interesting, and it's very, very purple. At least a good amount of it is. They have an obsession with purple. I'm not sure why, but definitely says I've been to New Babbage and I did 30K. So get your unique clothing here, check it out. There's a lot of neat stuff in here. We're going to continue on, check out the next location. This is Auec. We're not allowed in here. It's a restaurant. Enough said. Here we are at the corner before making the turn towards the center to go to Wally's, and I wanted to stop here for a moment because the artwork they have in this place is unreal. The colors, the lights, and just the motion of it, very, very gorgeous, very well detailed. It's definitely worth coming up here and taking a look at it and checking out all the little details on it and just appreciating it for all the hard work that went into it. Here we are at Wally's bar, and surprisingly they served me. I'm not sure why or what changed, but the last few times I've been here you couldn't get a drink to save your life, and I promise I was not drunk. What the hell? Stop bumping my camera. Alright, so there's a lot of amenities here at Wally's. You got a couple of dance floors up there that you can go check out. And as you can see, the light show and just the effects that are going on, the music, it's actually extremely fun to come here and experience. The obsession with the color purple continues on into Wally's bar, as you can see, with all the lights and the glowing. Again, I can't explain it, but it's actually really pretty and really great to look at. So let's go check out those dance floors. Here's one of the two dance floors. As you can see, the overhead lights and all the spotlights and everything. If you can even get your emotes working, well, you can come here and get down like it's 1979. Well, I guess if it was, you'd be dead right now, so maybe not that far back. So let's go ahead and head on back over, and we'll make our way over to the plaza. So one thing I forgot to point out, between the Commons and the Promenade, you do have these Planetary Services elevators. Now what these will actually do is allow you to go down to a garage that is right below us, and you can spawn a land vehicle in. It's a single vehicle garage. There's a few of them down there. You can pull a Cyclone, an Ursa, or any vehicle like that to load up on your ship. There's no pads out there, but you can definitely find a spot large enough to land most any ship and drive out to it and load up your vehicle. So it keeps you from having to go all the way to the spaceport to do so. But I always recommend go get a landing clearance at the spaceport just in case something happens. Because again, we visited New Babbage and we did not crash. So protect yourself. Get that landing pad clearance and then come over here, land on the ice or the snow, and load up your vehicles all you want. So here we are at the entrance to the plaza, and you have a couple of different routes that you can go as you enter. What you'll see straight ahead is the factory, where there's tech sold and shown that you can go there, get a mobi-glass, pick up your ice picks. Go down to the lower level, see some other tech that's available. Though it's not in-game, it's on show. But right now in the factory, you can only purchase ice pick hacking chips and mobi-glass. Though the mobi-glass does not offer any benefit other than just changing the color of the wrist strap on your armor. If you look over here to the right, you have the pathway to Center Mass and Schubin Interstellar. And Center Mass is just like the one on Area 18, where it's going to be your weapons as well as weapons for your ship, grenades, missiles, everything like that that you could ask for to outfit your loadouts and be ready for a fight. Over here to my left is the pathway to the Planetary Service and Omega Pro. Omega Pro is going to be your component shop, and if there's a component out there, most likely it's going to be available here. There's very little that they don't have, so anybody upgrading your ship, this is probably going to be one of your primary stops to get everything all in one shot. So let's go take the loop around and we'll take a look at everything there is. So here at Schubin Interstellar, this is kind of the mining location. Now, there's not a whole lot you can do here other than use the kiosk behind me or on the other side. And they're going to sell mining heads, one or two things of armor, including the rucksack. And they also carry the multi-tool with the tractor beam attachment or the mining attachment. So this kiosk here is where you want to come to get those items. And other than that, there's really not a whole lot to do here, because you're not going to be selling unrefined ore here anymore, because that's all done on your refineries. And here we are at Center Mass, and it's pretty much identical to the one on Area 18. You got a couple of consoles on each side, and again, this is where you're going to get ship weapons, personal weapons, grenades, med pens, things like that. So come here, and again, much like Omega Pro, there's not a whole lot that isn't available here. So anything you're loading out, a trip to New Babbage could pay off as long as you don't crash the desktop. or 30K, or glitch into the bed and not be able to wake up, or get stuck on a train. Sometimes you get stuck on a train, the doors just don't want to open and you just get stuck in there until you kill yourself. So yeah, a few things to avoid, but if you can get here in one piece and alive, you can get all the shit you want. These doors behind me go into the TDD here at New Babbage, and it's just like the TDD on Area 18 or the commodities place that you sell out in Hurston. And you go through those doors, just go around, and there'll be all kinds of kiosks in there that you can try to sell your commodities, your refined materials from mining, and make a few bucks, and hopefully you'll be able to sell it all in one shot. But this is where you're going to want to go for that, and you get here by going straight through the entrance, go past the center, and it's on the back far wall. And yeah, this is where you can sell it. Alright, so this location is just down and to the right a little bit, following the pathway. This is your FTL, and this is where you're going to drop off boxes if you're doing box missions. The only thing available here are 2 Covalox drop off and pickup boxes, so those are spread out throughout the entire city. If you do deliveries out here, you'll actually probably be delivering the majority of them to the rooftops. Almost every building top in New Babbage has a landing pad and has Covalex boxes inside a door for you drop off deliveries. So just be aware of that it's not always going to bring you down here. You may end up going up there. This is Omega Pro, and this actually has a small display wall over there, and most of your buying is going to be through the terminals on this wall to my left. Now they sell everything from quantum drives, ship coolers, power plants, to shield generators, including also hacking chips, though usually it's the reauthorizer and the Walesko, so a little bit slower. And then they have some ship paints here too that you can check out, but again, as far as components themselves go, they have almost everything there actually is, so most of us will end up here at some point, and if we make it here in one piece, we can get our components. This is the Planetary Surfaces office, and this is where you have find terminals and a buying terminal. You can check your fines, pay them off so that you don't escalate and have to pay more at the selling and buying terminals. Well, you can sell a few things here and you can buy a few things right now, and I think they only ever sell waste, which is, well, it's waste. Why would you buy that? Unless you're going to drop it on Area 18. And scrap. So you can run some scrap. Full cat will usually net you about 20 to 25,000 AUEC, but it's kind of a long haul to do that. But yeah, this is where you can come to buy those things or pay off your fines, and then that's about it that you can do here. Here we are on the factory store, the first floor down. This is where you can pick up your ice picks here on the table. There is no kiosk to buy anything, so you gotta come over here and buy them each individually. If you're on Microtech, I highly recommend, if you're ever in a position to clear crime stat, that you have some of these on you. They are the fastest, easiest, most convenient way to get through the computer and hacking it to get that crime stat clear. So here they are here. Now come and get them. The only thing else here that's available are the Mobi-Glass bands, but again, serves real no function other than changing the color of the wrist strap on your armor. And actually, every time I've ever tried to use the one I bought, it breaks my Mobi-Glass, so I don't recommend it at all. And other than that, there's a couple of floors below us that just have some, future tech that's not in game. There's some VR pods that are supposed to go on your ships and stuff like that, but I don't think, and I haven't heard of any plan of actually implementing them. So, but kind of a neat place to just walk around and check things out. So this is the factory in the New Babbage Plaza, and it's, I believe, 3 floors of just kind of technology type stuff, the stuff they specialize in here. All right, we're gonna head on out. Okay, so I got my Pico. I'm heading over to get my ship and we're heading out of here. So that's pretty much New Babbage. I hope this is helpful to all our new citizens and that you've enjoyed the video series and that you can reuse it over and over. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Also follow on Twitch and consider Amrock's Fang as an org. We welcome most everybody, and we get together 3 times a week for a stream, and we all enjoy helping each other out in the verse and teaching all the new players as well as helping veterans on things they're trying to do. But also, don't forget, get your entries in for that giveaway. We're doing a Drake Cutlass Black with a Greycat ROC. We're going to award that on April 1st. So get your entries in by leaving a comment on a video on YouTube. Can be any video. Doesn't have to be this one. It could be, you know, the ship show one, or it could be the relocation services. It doesn't matter. And then also don't forget to follow on Twitch. And for new subscribers, you do have to make sure to hit that subscribe button to get entered in for the giveaway. So thank you for checking this out. Hope you enjoyed the series, and we will catch you next time. Come on, Pico. We gotta go somewhere else before we crash.